scribe waits under the oak, watching the last leaves fall, some red, some rust, some holding the green edge of fire. These are the leaves, these are the leaves of the ancient book, the stories ending. Tell me the story again. The scribe waits for the river or the mountain, the small brave mouse, the shadowing raven, ready to write the translation. These are the wings, these are the feet of the unwritten word. The stories begin. Tell me the story again. Scribe waits, scrapes the flesh of her story down to the bone. Her own blood will do for ink. This is the book, this is the blood of the book she is writing. The story is spinning, the story's beginning, the story is ending. Tell me the story again. Tell me the story again. Tell me the story again.
You don't need open eyes to see. You don't need to be awake to wander. The mountain thinks it's old, but I am older. If you see me, and maybe you won't, don't tread on my mossy bed. Don't disturb my fine woven cloak, fresh flowers, fallen leaves. Don't disturb my powers, bound and freed by dreams. And where shall we honor our dead,
who are not ours anymore? Now we've left them, wandered from shore to shore, followed water to its hidden source, to hide in mists made of remorse.
Oh, the wide plain in the sun, gone, gone. Oh, the labor, the loving, the feasting, done.
Our dead are still our own. The whole earth holds them. Our grave too, our bed, our bone. No, we have not left our dead. There's nowhere to go but home.
There is nowhere to go but home.
There is nowhere to go but home. They say the gods are gone from here. They say the gods are ghosts, dead as their devotees. But I remain, unsheltered from sun, from rain, in a roofless ruin, where wildflowers succor the last wild bees. There's leaf and snow and pollen. The gods still dance in motes of dust. I stir and sweep day after day, believing still in the slightest chance that someone will come from far away, from long ago, to sweep me into the dance. By firelight, our shadows will leap, and the gods will reappear.
Secret store. No one but the cat knows who I am anymore. She may want to eat me, but she sees the shadow I cast at night when I dance by firelight. My ears grow wide, my nose grows long. On tree trunk legs I'm strong. I sway, still gray, an elephant as light as breeze.
Your face a dry leaf, your form made of stone. Ancient dreamer, take me down to what you know. Unknown, unknown, hear the wind moan. What I know cannot be known. Your hands trailing tendrils, your feet made of moss. Ancient dreamer, lead me on to what you know. Unknown, unknown, a night edge to behold. What I know cannot be known. Only dream, only dream. Your mouth a hollow, your belly a mound. Ancient dreamer, take me in to what you know. Unknown, unknown, all life is on loan. What I know cannot be known. Only dreamed, only dreamed. Can any task lead to God? Picking fleas off a cat, sweeping the mouse droppings one more time, doing whatever you must do, even if you're afraid, even if you recoil. Doing it until fear and revulsion go away, or you can't feel them anymore. The sun keeps rising and setting. The stars keep wheeling. The moon disappears and appears. Beauty is relentless. Even if it can't feed you or keep you warm. Some days I think, good, I've almost made it through. And the next, oh no, it's almost gone. I sweep the floor again. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. God, come find me. God, become me. Seeker with a broom.
Sometimes courage comes from the ground.
Hush! My children are buried there.
From noticing one plant different from another.
There is no comfort but the wild blue air.
Or bloom you never saw before.
Beauty hurts. Why would you wish for more?
A tree bends down and puts fruit in your hand.
My children perished in a barren land.
I remember the salty earth, the poisoned well.
The sickened ones who walked with a bell.
We who remain must mourn and yet.
No more of courage. We owe sorrow a debt.
Though the sun is cold, look, a new leaf.
I see only the mold, the death beetle, the grief.
There, gray mouse takes a seed from a stalk.
Mice found the grain that might have been bread.
Sorrow singer, I will sing with you for our dead.
Yes, sing with me, friend. No more of talk. Sing and walk our rocky common ground. Yes, sometimes courage comes from there.
Gray mouse knows the ground, one seed, then another.
Yes, sometimes courage comes from there.
Gray mouse knows the ground, one seed, then another.
When rivers carry mountains to the strand, the scribe must stand midstream to catch the muddy gold in her hand. And when she sees the sea rise to meet the land, she must remember, she must remember, she must remember. Every story holds the power to surprise. Every story holds the power to surprise. Look! The sun has fallen to the bare earth floor. Some God has visited in the night. Seeds wind out from the center, small brown ones, larger red and golden, whirling out in whirls. I dare not sweep this promise that must be planted, this brightness that must be buried. But who will help me? Alone, alone, living on rain and light, tough as a weed. What do the gods demand of me? Who is this miracle for?
Dawn is searching out their cave, touching the curve of the jars left for them in the night. Even the most wakeful still sleep. It takes courage to open your eyes, courage to plant seeds, courage to hope that they will grow. I am here in the tiniest cracks. I am the trickle of water that greens the rock seams. I am the hidden spring, just waiting for someone to scratch the earth and drink.
The mountain thinks it's old, but I am older. I am stars and dust and ocean. I am the lap that will hold you all in the end, beyond the end. Oh, my children, my wilted leaves, my fallen trees and heroes, my scrabbling, swimming creatures, my crying, flying, winged ones. Come home, all is lost and never lost. Come home to me, come home.
Come home to me.
Come home.
Come home to
Come
me.
home to me.
Come home.
Come home to me.
Come
Come
home.
home.
Come home.
The story is beginning. The story's beginning. The story is ending. Tell me the story again. Tell me the story again. Tell me the story again. Thank you so much for coming. We've been working for a long time to create this, and now it's complete because you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being such a warm group. And we invite you to stay seated for a little while longer. And Rebecca and I are also going to be seated. And I want to start with my thank yous. First of all, thank you, Rebecca Singer, who conceived this, who brought the poems to life in this way. This was her vision. My sister Ruth Cunningham, who is a very famous and wonderful and talented musician who came up to New York many times. I want to say thank you to Anya Aldrich and Kathleen Quinn, who you saw on stage as Mouse and Sweeper and Courage and Scribe. And I also want to say thank you to Kate Johnson, wherever she is. I know she's Kate really helped shape this. She made the selection of the poems. This book is a longer book. There are many, many different characters in it, and Kate had to make the choice of how it would flow. And I think she did a great job. Cannon, wherever you are, for making us immortal. You did that, right? Yeah. And thank you so much, David Shell, who's created this magical space and who gave us so much support through many rehearsals and who managed all the lighting. And, brought you in and brought us in and just made us feel so comfortable and secure. And I think this is a beautiful space. I don't know if you've been here before, but I hope you will come again and get on the mailing list. This is your chance to reflect, to ask questions of Rebecca or me. And we'll do that for a little while. And also, yes, I'm going to be signing books and I'm selling them at a discount. So when you're eating and drinking and being merry, I'm going to be over there with books. But now we have a chance to share whatever you want to share, and we'll answer within reason whatever you. Yeah.
There goes my question.
Oh, you wanted to have something unreasonable?
I was thinking about it.
Well, don't be too shy.
Well, I do have a question for you as the author
Yes.
of these fine poems.
Yes.
I'm wondering what it was like for you to have your words spoken and performed by someone else, by your fellow actors?
I always read, whether it's poems or novels. Actually, I didn't think of doing this, but I always love to hear my words in someone else's voice. In fact, usually I'd ask people to read things, but I think it's a little dark. But I love hearing how it comes through someone else, because the words come through me and they're to be given, and everyone reads them differently or says them differently. I say them differently pretty much each time I read them. And so that was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all for bringing the words to life on the stage.
I have a question. This is Sir Becca. Are you now, or have you ever been? No. In terms of your original, I mean, Elizabeth was referring to your, like, you had a vision of how this would be. If you were to describe that, just the essence of that, what was your vision of the whole work?
Well, I read the whole book, and I was stunned by the language, because it was something between dream language and poetry. It had made a bridge. And so I didn't just read it, I saw it. And I actually, this is a long answer to a short question, I saw the whole book in a very detailed performance. And when Kate kind of shaped it, the vision was more of a feeling of out of any time, and not archetypes exactly, but characters kind of coming to the front and disappearing, and this flow of music and words that felt uninterrupted. So that kind of like watching things emerge from a mist and then go back into it. That was the feeling. Thanks for asking.
So I want to ask the same question of you, Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you? How did you feel when you were writing this? What was the context, or what would you tell us about it?
Well, I moved to this side of the river in 2013 from Dutchess County, which, as you all know, because you cross the river, is very different. And so there were mountains and rivers, and I was enchanted by the Schwangums. And I was finished with, I can't remember, I finished something and didn't know what I was doing. And I can remember, I think I was sweeping when a lot of it started coming to me. I think I was actually sweeping. I was cleaning house, and I kept hearing the names of these characters. And there are characters like Mary Drunk and Rose Fool and Storm Singer, so I hope you will get to know them. But I think it was very much inspired by the landscape and also by what we're all going through now. Not that it is, I did want it to be the time to be ambiguous, but yeah. So that was the inspiration, and I wrote a lot of it, and then I thought, oh, well, I'll just keep writing this, and this will turn into a novel or a book or something, and I'll just keep writing it while I also write the book that's coming out next year, which is a novel, and I couldn't. So I finished that, and then I came back, I can't remember when it was, it's out of time. And then I wrote the last poems. So it was written in 2 different times, but I think it flows together okay. And if you read the book, some characters that came in are the 4 grannies. So I hope you get to meet them. They're quite fun. They turn a pig into a flying pig, and it thinks it's a dragon. So there's a lot. But I think the essence of it was here. But that's where it came from, the landscape and sweeping.
privilege of kind of watching this a few times as you have rehearsed it and done it. My feeling has been that each time that you've done it and I've witnessed it, that I've wanted more. Like I wanted more performance. I wanted more characters from this vision. I wonder if you've given any thought to maybe doing this again and in even a more expanded version. Never
I
mind.
think maybe someday it'll be recorded, but, go ahead.
Am I allowed to answer that?
Absolutely.
I still have the whole show in my head, the whole big production. It just needs a lot of money.
David?
So it may happen and it may not. Contrary to appearances, I actually have a real dread of performance. So thank you for being really nice. But yeah, maybe, who knows? Who knows?
Can you describe your writing process?
Well, first I procrastinate for a long time. And then I sit down and I say to myself, you know, if you write something, you're going to feel better for the rest of the day. So I actually do write in the morning, and I've created writing is harder now than it used to be because of the internet. And so I've now created this thing where I have sometimes I put the little auto respond on saying that I'm not going to read anything in the morning. But I've also, I've turned off the internet. It's really easy to turn back on, but there's a little icon that shows the world with a little escape hole in it. So I really like to I have to. And also lately I've taken to talking to the muse, who's kind of like a therapist. And because I'm scared to start writing, so we talk about that. Then I write. But these poems were easier to write than novels. They came much more, they just came out of that dream time that you described.
Do you edit?
Yeah, yeah. More a novel than poems. Or more, yeah. I didn't edit these too much. I let them be. It's more a selection process.
Could you say a couple words about how you developed the music?
Well, the way I've been doing music with book performances for a long time, and the way I do it is I take something and I sing it and sing it and sing it until it settles into a tune. I don't write it down. And my sister and I have been singing, all our lives. We're ministers' children, and I think we started singing in the choir before we could actually read words.
Right.
So music started first, and then we, obviously she really learned how to read music and to cite me.
The incidental music, the songs, which are really stick with you, are hers, and then the incidental music, sort of in between music, I just made up for the moment.
She's a very gifted
I like to improvise, and we like to improvise together.
And you which is interesting because you should say a little bit about what the different kind of music that you did a lot of your life.
Well, I did a lot of medieval music, so I sort of live in the land of sort of medieval modes, but I've been improvising for quite a long time now, and it was really fun to improvise with, what's going on stage. And, but I just love singing with Elizabeth. It's really fun, and her tunes they've been sticking with me all since we started doing this. Are
we done? We might be done. There is a lot of food and drink.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
Now, when you start singing, you have absolute pitch, so you're on the right note for sure, or you just smash it?
Well, when I sing something within itself, it's a tune, but I really relied on Ruth to give me the note to start.
Okay.
the moment that we just sing, which
And
I
you
pitched
do
a little
whatever
higher than
pitch
this. That happens. That's why it's really nice to have someone to give you the note so that your nervousness doesn't make you sing higher than you want to sing. Any more questions for our beautiful director?
No.
Well, she's a very excellent director and quite a visionary. And she is the ancient dreamer. Oh, I know, we should tell them about your...
Lolly.
Yeah.
Lolly. I can never say her last name correctly. It's in your program. She's an amazing artist in upstate New York. She's had her work. She not only does this, she makes architectural structures and amazing lights and paints gigantic kimonos. I mean, she's just proliferous. And anybody, by the way, knows anybody who curates art for MoMA. Lale should be in MoMA. So please email me if you're having little pathways there. She's really an amazing artist, and she let me this show.
And you might.
Mine.
It suits you.
No, I definitely do.
Yeah. But it's really, we've had fun during it. Well, eat, drink, be merry, and buy books at discount.